Good afternoon, everyone, after lunch. So I am Jacques Bonifay. I'm one of the founders of Transatel, CEO of Transatel, but I'm also the chair, the president of MVNO Europe, which is the European Association of MVNOs. By the way, if some of the MVNOs in the room, you want to be joining the association, you're welcome to come and see me or to go to some other members of MVNO Europe, which are also in this conference. I'm also president of Alternative Telecom, which is the French Association of Alternative Telecom Operators, fixed operators and mobile operators in France. So I'm very much into lobbying, and when I don't do lobbying, I do business, especially in IoT. And I'm going to talk to you about what we do in IoT. Basically, if you take the business of Transatel, we are a global connectivity provider for two markets, the MVNO market and the IoT market. We started 18 years ago as MVNO in France. We were the first MVNO in France 17 years ago, and in Belgium. Then very quickly we became an enabler, and I think we are one of the biggest enablers in Europe to provide turnkey solution for people who want to become MVNOs, or for an MNO who want to host on his network MVNOs. So we have a few references. I would say that our biggest customer is maybe EEBT, but we also work with Orange in Belgium. We have launched the Unleashed, which is the biggest MVNO in Belgium. We have launched China Telecom in France and UK. We have launched China Mobile in the UK. We enabled PlusNet in the UK. Almost 10 years ago, we have developed the whole machine-to-machine platform, and we have enabled, and we still enable part of the machine-to-machine business of EE, but also we did it for Orange in Switzerland, which becomes Salt. So that was 8 years ago. And since the last 5 years, we have developed and deployed a worldwide data MVNO for the IoT. Since then, we have signed several contracts with some big companies that you can see it, and I will come back on that. And that's really the new area of growth from Transatel, focusing on IoT and being worldwide. So basically, we have two businesses, if I make it simple. The MVNX business, which is a sustainable business, which is positive, and which is mostly in France, UK, Benelux, and a new venture on IoT, which is this worldwide data MVNO dedicated to the IoT with significant investment, all that using a full core network. We got lots of prize, so I got plenty of medals, as you can see there. So if we say a few words on MVNX, so basically that's where we focus. So we see that, you can see that we are on several networks in Europe, focusing mostly with Orange in France, Orange in Belgium, and BT in the UK. This business has been there for 18 years. Sometimes we have a light infrastructure, sometimes it's a full MVNO architecture. So we really control, so it's fully in France and in Belgium. It's sliced in France, but also in the UK, and also on base in Belgium. And also in France. We have plenty of customers. UK, France, Belgium, and so on. In terms of business model, this is one of the specificities of Transatel. We are an enabler. That means the main business we do in terms of size of business is when an MVNO has a deal with an MNO, we are a technical subcontractor. So our customer can be the MVNO, or our customer can be the MVNO, and we are quite flexible on that. The second business model, which is the biggest in terms of revenue, not in terms of number of subscribers, is when we are an aggregator. Meaning we buy airtime from the mobile operators, and we sell this airtime plus value-added services to rather small MVNOs. If you are in France, so basically in France, where we have launched maybe 50 or 60 MVNOs, if you are fixed operators, you have your billing system, so you are a fairly small company, but you are pretty agile. For something like 10,000 euros, you can become an MVNO, and you can compete. You can compete against Orange SFR or Bouygues. And it's a similar kind of value proposition for the user. We are sometimes MVNO. That's really, as a real MVNO, that's a business which is very small today. It's bigger for the IoT segment, but we are capable to be MVNO. We are capable to comply with the regulations. We are capable to cope with frauds, to cope with number portability, with handling customer support and so on in the countries where we operate. Now, focusing on the topic of today, IoT, Internet of Things. Internet of Things, it means many kind of device. So for us, it could be laptop, tablet, watches, cars, planes, camera, whatever. We have defined today, we work on 3 market segments. The first one is consumer device, and to be honest, it's really laptop and tablet. And we really focus on Windows 10 device today, because it's really with the Microsoft environment that we have been the most successful. We have been selected by Microsoft 3 years ago to help them in their always connected PC strategy. If you buy a Surface tablet anywhere in the world, it comes with a solder SIM card in it, and it's a Transatel profile which is used in the tablet. If you buy a MX630 from Lenovo in the US, it comes with a Transatel SIM card, and it's a Lenovo Connect branded services. Same thing with Vaio Computer in Japan. Also, we do the same in Europe with some Acer and Asus Computer. Automotive, which is our second market segment. So in UK, if you buy a Land Rover or if you buy a Jaguar, now it comes with 3 years connectivity, and the connectivity is provided by Transatel. So you can make a try, buy a Jaguar, and let me know. If I can make a ride with you, I would be quite happy. If it's too luxury, you can go for a Fiat. But then you have to wait, especially a Jeep, you have to wait. It's going to be launched with onboard connectivity in September. Today we work with Fiat for all their aftermarket. So we are already operational across Europe for aftermarket with FCA, Fiat Automotive. And we're going to be in all cars in Europe. So we have been selected by FCA and Jaguar Land Rover for connected car. It's not public, but still I'll let you know, we signed with Scania a couple of months ago. So starting next year, Scania trucks will be equipped with Transatel SIM cards across the world for connectivity. And we also work with DAF, but it's not direct, it's through one of our customers, which is Worldline. Industrial IoT, which is our third market segment. We have been selected by Airbus for their Skywise program. Skywise is the new service that Airbus is providing to airlines for predictive maintenance. I'm going to come back on that. The more it goes, every month, every week, there are more EasyJet planes which are equipped with Transatel SIM cards. So as soon as the plane is landing on the ground, then it's uploading in the cloud flight information. So we are talking about a pretty big data here. So we really focus on mobile broadband. So we are not so much interested in what used to be called machine to machine with 2 megabytes per month. We are more looking at 100, 250, 500, 1 gigabyte per month. That's what is more our focus. We work with device manufacturers such as Gemalto, Idemia, GMD, because of course we're compatible with eSIM. Actually, I had one of my colleagues, Romain Durand, which made a presentation on eSIM next door. So we're totally compatible with eSIM. And the SIM cards which are in the Lenovo, Acer, Asus, and Surface, they are eSIM with Transatel as a default. How it works, we have our own network code, the 901-37. The 901-37 is a network code which is not geographical. It has been given to us by ITU, so you have members from ITU which was there. So it's not attached to a country. With that, because we have our own core network, we can make connectivity agreement with mobile operators across the world. Technically, we use roaming, but for us, it's really a connectivity agreement we make, which allow us to, because we are negotiating, so we manage to have local airtime or close to local price in terms of airtime. All that is using the same platform as the one we're using for the MVNO business in Europe. So it's scalable, we got lots of experience. We can do lots of synergies with our existing MVNO business. So it's fully operational. We have been working for the last 5 years, 4 years, 5 years on making deals with operators. So you see that we cover all North America, all Europe, all Asia. We are working hard to have more coverage in Africa, Latin America, and Middle East. Australia will be open at the end of the month. Greenland is already open, by the way, so you can take a Transatel SIM card and go to Greenland if you like. It's working. So coverage is not an issue anymore. It was an issue 3 years ago, but now we're covering. And in all those countries, we have pricing which are either totally local, in line with local market, or close to a local rate. So we really have good rates. This is why we focus more on mobile broadband, because we want to bring data, and we want also to bring revenue to the host mobile operators which have trusted us. We have also infrastructure, so we have infrastructure in Europe, mostly in France, but also in Belgium. We have infrastructure in the US and in Singapore, to ensure a good quality of service, especially in terms of latency. And our goal is to have, so it's mostly pay gateways, the HLR, and all the IT is based in Paris. The pay gateway are across the world, and we're going to deploy also in Africa, Latin America, and in several spots in Asia. To help us in our development, we have decided to launch a new brand, UBG, which is the brand dedicated to IoT. When we speak with Asus, Acer, or Jaguar Land Rover, they did not want to have their brand. By opposition, Lenovo wanted to use their brand, so if you buy a Lenovo computer, it comes with the Lenovo Connect services. But for Acer, Asus, Jaguar Land Rover, they didn't want to use our brand. We did not like so much the Transatel brand, which is getting a little bit old. Transatel, Telecom, it looks like an 80s brand, so we felt that we needed to build a new brand. So that's UBG. So you can go on the ubg.com website. This brand is not like a brand like Orange, Vodafone, which is for mobile telephony. It's not about mobile telephony, it's really about IoT. So today, this brand is to be used to get cellular connectivity for laptop and tablet, or for cars, for Jaguar Rover, and tomorrow for a Jeep. It's the same service. In a way, I look at it as a Jaguar, like for me it's a tablet with the wheels and an engine and a safety belt. That's what is a Jaguar for me, so sorry to the one I might say. And the kind of usage I have for a Jaguar Land Rover in the UK is around 400 megabytes per month, which is about the same as for a laptop and tablet. Actually, in terms of average, is even a bit higher. So it's really a brand which is dedicated to consumer IoT. It's focusing on cellular connectivity, embedded connectivity, plug and play usage. It's not about voice, it's not about SMS. So we try to make it very much around IoT and not at all about mobile telephony. Of course, we got plenty of services which come with that, which is that we have been building for the last 15 years. Going to be into that. Of course, we are compatible with eSIM and eUICC. Of course, you can have removable SIM card, solder SIM card, rubber SIM card. So we comply with everything. And as I told you, we work with Gemalto, GND, IDEMIA, which are the three worldwide leaders. Now, I spoke about that, so just to come back quickly on the first market segment, which is consumer device. So I already told you that we're working with all those guys, so Lenovo under their brand, and also the other one under the brand of UBG. Connected car, maybe one point which is important. When you speak about connected car, you have services, app, which are more vehicle-centric, and you have app, which are more passenger-centric. When you are dealing with vehicle-centric app, you are more into the machine-to-machine world where you have to manage a fleet. So you can use a platform such as the one of Jasper Wireless, or you can use our platform or the Ericsson DCP platform. It's equivalent. But also you have to deal with end user, and to deal with end user is very much an MVNO business, which is what we have been doing with for the last 18 years. So the beauty of what we do is that it's the same platform to do both business, so that's gives us an advantage. Now, we are convinced that car manufacturers are going to become MVNOs on the long term. Why? Because as 10 years ago you didn't have any ideas of the number of apps you will find on the phone, I pretend that today you have no idea of the number of apps you're going to have on a car. So you need to control the security of all that, and you need to control also how you deal with the billing of the data for all the ecosystem, because you're going to have plenty of partners, plenty of apps, vehicle-centric focus or passenger-centric. So you need to do the billing and the split billing and the zero rating between all those guys. So you need, and you want to do it in the same way everywhere in the world, wherever you manage the security of the billing of all the parties. So there is no, and to do that, what do you need? You need to control the core network. You need to control the pay gateway, the HLR, the billing system, and the real-time billing. So you could do it with Vodafone in Europe by integrating heavily with Vodafone and asking plenty of things to Vodafone. Then you can try to ask exactly the same thing to AT&T, good luck. Then you ask exactly the same thing to NTT Docomo in Japan, good luck. And with Telefonica for Latin America, and with China, you are lost. So as a car manufacturer, if you want to have the same system across the world, because you are manufacturing more or less the same vehicle across the world, you have to have the same core network across the world. So you better be an MVNO, or you outsource to someone which is going to do that for you, whatever. There is Transatel, but there is not only Transatel, so it's a good news. And then you only deal with, that means everything is packaged, and then what is very easy is that you don't depend from the other, so it's quite easy to switch network for a car manufacturer if you want. So that's also a value here. So we have built on all the life cycle of the SIM card, but also for the customer, how he's going to use. It's just like an MVNO business, except that the SIM card is on a car, so it's slightly different. Of course, you have to deal with the fact that the car is sold in car dealers who have no ideas about embedded connectivity in a car, so you have to make lots of effort to be sure that the car dealers understand what he's doing, and it's not that obvious, I can tell you. That's actually, I think it's one of the biggest challenges for car manufacturer. So you have to make it nice and attractive. And now if we go to industrial IoT, I spoke about Airbus. Airbus, we were in final competing against Vodafone. And to be honest, we were 20% more expensive than Vodafone, but Airbus decided to select us. And it's not so much because we were better than Vodafone. Of course, we were slightly better, but I think that Airbus had a requirement, and we were following the requirement when the trends of Vodafone was more to push for the Vodafone solution, which is, by the way, very good. It's not that, I wouldn't say that Vodafone was not a good solution, but it was not exactly what Airbus wanted. And so we provided what Airbus wanted, and we provided basically an end-to-end solution, totally secure, from the planes up to the Amazon Web Service, because it's in the Amazon Web Service that all the artificial intelligence software to run the predictive maintenance of the plane is managed. So we really provide these solutions end-to-end according to the specifications, providing the guarantee, worldwide guarantee, including the deployment of Pay Gateway everywhere in the world. So it was really dedicated for what Airbus wanted. That's what makes us win this deal against Vodafone. By the way, Jaguar Land Rover and FCA, we also win against Vodafone. That means that I'm not the best friend of Vodafone, unfortunately, for I love Vodafone. So that's basically the summary. So we operate worldwide. So today, Microsoft Surface are mostly sold in the US, as well as the Lenovo. We got most of the business is still in Europe, but still balanced. The first business we launched was with Bayo in Japan, actually in partnership with local MVNO IG, which is there. We have also a few Surface tablets, which is in Japan, but it's, to be honest, it's still small. We're going to deploy Scania, and Airbus is already, we got Airbus flying everywhere in the world, generating connectivity. Any question? Has been that boring?
Any questions? Very good presentation. Any questions? Here we go. A question here with online.
Hi, Jacques. I was going to ask you about connectivity within the car business when the cars move to another country. You mentioned the infotainment for 1 gig. It's quite small for the amount of video that's being consumed these days. But if you move from one country to another, do you maintain the same distribution rights as where the subscribers actually, where their home locations?
Alors, not sure, but if you buy a Jaguar in UK, it's come with 3 years connectivity, which is valid in UK and in all Europe.
Okay, but it's, if I buy a Jaguar in the UK and I want to watch BBC iPlayer, which is geographically blocked in the rest of Europe.
If you, what? Sorry.
It's geographically blocked in the rest of Europe, so I wondered if you had a solution for that.
But the solution works everywhere. In terms of rating, I give you a 500 megabyte for Europe. You can use it everywhere. You can top up if you bring your Jaguar in the US.
Anything to do with digital rights management,
The digital
and being
rights,
limitations, let's say iPlayer is the BBC online portal,
Yeah.
which you can only watch if you're in the UK. If I go to France, it should be blocked. Is it? I think the question is,
Yeah.
how
It
does
is
that
blocked,
happen?
and so if I get in my Jaguar and I wish him a drive and I get on the ferry and go to France,
So we have certainly things to manage. Now with 500 megabytes per month, how much of those usage where I don't, it's a good point, I don't address it. What I've been focusing the most, to be honest with you, is on the driver identity to comply with regulations. You take Germany, which is very strict in terms of identity. The regulation in UK, in Belgium, in France, they are all a little bit different. So that's where I've been focusing the most. So that in the case the car is using the terrorist patent, to be sure that I've identified the person in the right way. Now, if you want to make a terrorist attempt, you are not likely to buy a Jaguar.
no, I was also thinking
But,
about all of
but
those-
regarding the digital rights when you cross border, it is not managed today. Now, we know the traffic which is used, and today people are not using it for these kind of things. But it will come and we need to address it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jack.